Hi everyone, I'm Junsan, which is the group leader for Group 3. So today, our group are going to present our weekly assignment. So for your information, our topic is product, services and brands. So before we begin, I would like to introduce my group members first, which are Ziming, Jaya, Afifa and Hui Sing.
I am Jayashri. I am now going to present question 1. What is a consumer product and describe the various categories of consumer products with visual examples. Consumer products are products bought by individuals or households for personal use. In other words, consumer products are goods that are bought for consumption by an average consumer. There are 4 categories of consumer products. First, convenience products, shopping products, specialty products, and fourth, unsought products. First, convenience products. They are purchased frequently by consumers. They are at a low price point, easily available in all outlets, and not commonly compared with other products. So the examples of convenience products are shown in the images, such as detergent and dairy products such as milk. Shopping products. Shopping products are purchased less frequently by consumers. They are durable, located in fewer outlets compared to convenience products, and selectively distributed. They are at a medium price point and commonly compared among other products in the sense of price, quality, style, and etc. So the examples are buying furniture such as sofas, tables, and chairs, and then electronics such as televisions. Specialty products. Specialty products are with unique characteristics or brand identification, often considered as luxury purchased less frequently. They are at a high price point, seldom compared between other products, require targeted promotions and exclusively distributed, and they are only available at selected or special places. So examples of specialty products are exotic perfumes and fine arts or famous paintings such as shown in the image. The last one is unsought products. Unsought products are not top of mind of consumers. They are readily available but not sought by consumers. The price varies depending on the products, and they require extensive advertising and marketing efforts to nudge a purchase from a consumer. Example is life insurance. That's all from me. Now I pass on to the next presenter.
Hi everyone, I'm Du Ziming from Faculty of Science. Jinshan and me will discuss about on what is a brand and what is branding so important in marketing. We will choose one homegrown Malaysian brand and one international brand to discuss about the characteristic to make them so unique in our opinion. So what is a brand? Brand is a product or service or concept that is published, distinguished from others' products, service or idea, so that it can be easily communicated and usually marketed. According to American Marketing Association, a brand is a name, term, sign, symbol, design, or combination of that, which is intended to identify the goal or service of one seller or group of sellers and to differentiate them from those of competitors. There are 4 types of brand. First, corporate brands, personal brands, products brands, and service brands. There are some examples of the brands such as Apple, Nike, Coca-Cola, Toyota, and Foodpanda.
You already shared with us about what is the definition of brands. So right now I'm going to share why branding is so important in marketing. So first of all, the branding makes our business memorable. So if you have a strong branding for your business, people will naturally tell out of it much more than they would a business without it. So a business that doesn't really have any cohesive branding isn't going to stay in someone's life for very long. So a business with elements such as distinctive logos, attractive colors, and other virtual elements will be much more memorable. So next, the uniqueness executive that consistently translates into the familiarity. So think for it like this. The people are more likely to remember a business with a personality-rich brand support. So based on the Nielsen reports confirm this, the branded content encouraged 86% brands recall compared to 65% with the pre-roll apps. So next, the second reason is the branding can help to build trust. So in this increasingly virtual world that we live in, trust is a very scarce resource. A business with a strong brand is a business that is perceived as more trustworthy by the consumer. So if let's say you have a strong brand built across your marketing, you will definitely confirm your credibility to your customer. And then, as we know, customers are more likely to do the business with a company which is portraying profit professionally. So according to the survey, 46% of the consumers say that they will pay more for the brand they trust. And then, moreover, the next reason is it creates a loyal customer. So customer loyalty is the holy ground for us marketing and advertising reps, and ultimately for our clients. So Hem is a remarkable example for the power of the brands. And then Hem is a very well-known brand, and in the UK, their bagged beaks are incredibly successful. So one of the Hem's biggest competitors runs the blind test to find out why. So throughout their test, they discovered they actually prefer the test. So the participants were asked to try again. So this time without the blindfolds. The second time, they figured out that most participants revealed that they prefer Hem's beams. So as a result, the brand loyalty has everything to do with how your brand is perceived by the consumer. So lastly, the last reason is able to build the emotional connections. So emotion heavily influence what we buy and why we buy it. So buying something is an emotional experience, and good branding will make customers feel good about their buying decisions. So on top of that, brand works can help to identify your target customer and develop the detailed personas of what specifically those customers may be looking for, and then craft a brand promise and create the content that help trigger an emotional connection to your brand. So for example, the Below Anyway campaign, which was organized by the Airbnb company. I think that's all for the reason why the branding is so important. So what is our favorite homegrown Malaysia brands? So the answer is Massimo, which also known as a must-have on the breakfast table of Malaysians. So allow me to introduce the history of Massimo first. So in 2011, the Italian baker Cedrian Berhad, a 100% owner subsidiary of the FFM Berhad, introduced the Massimo. So a brand known for its high quality bread baked with the unmistakable Italian patience. So using the high quality flour from FFM and other quality ingredients to ensure the same consistency and quality in every loaf. So Massimo bread are based under strict quality assurance to meet the demands of today's consumers. And lastly but not least, for your information, the tagline of the Massimo bread product is awesome, goodness, maximum satisfactions. So next, obviously, Massimo faced a competitor which selling the homogeneous bread, and the main competitor is the Gardenia, which is Malaysia's most popular brand in producing the bread. So next, there are several characteristics that make Massimo so unique. Firstly, remarkable brand name. The name Massimo is well renowned in the world of daily fashions, and the very name in itself denotes luxury and prestige, synergizing the traditional style with modern design. So true to the green, white and red of our packaging, Massimo breads fly the flag of uncompromising Italian standard. After that, Massimo first in Malaysia table evidence packagings for all its bread love products were rolled out in response to consumer concerns regarding, for example, health, safety and hygiene. And then next one will be beverage, small quantity being filtered from the packs. And then thirdly, tempering. For example, sustain or item knowingly added to the pack after production or delivery. So this simply means that the customer will get to enjoy the wholesome goodness with a peace of mind. So by this way, throughout this way, they can able to gain the customer trust, which is also one of the branding marketing also. So next, we move on to the third characteristic, which is the Massimo. As we many different variety to suit the different needs. So, for example, there's almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, total 8 different types of brands for the consumer. Okay, so as we know, one of the brand strategies by fulfill the different customer acquisitions can able to achieve the revenue goal. So the Massimo is doing the right way to able to increase their income by provide the customer different needs. So next, let's move on to the fourth characteristic, which is cheap and affordable. So for your information, there's a small difference price between Gardenia brand and Massimo, which is Gardenia is selling at 3 ringgit and Massimo is selling at 2 ringgit 80 cents. So why the Massimo price will be slightly cheaper than the Gardenia brand is because the Italian bakers Sedian Berhad source their flour from their own mill, which is the Federal Flour Mill FFM, which is owned by the Robert Koch. So as a result, Massimo has the ability to maintain the selling price because they source from their own mills. And then I think for the last characteristic that we made Massimo so unique, it consists of mostly Muslim people. So for the bigger and the market and more profit, Massimo tends to produce a halal certified product to Malay and Muslim customers. So by this way, they can able to fit the Muslim customer needs. So I think that's all for the characteristic that make the Massimo so unique.
So the international brands we choose is Nestle Milo. Milo is the best beverage for our daily life. So we choose Nestle Milo as our international brands because Milo is the most chosen beverage in Malaysia in 2020. Nestle, with headquarters in Reville, Switzerland, was founded in 1866 by Henry Nestle and is today the world's leading nutrition. Nestle began in Malaysia in 1912 as the Agro-Swiss Condensed Milk Company in Penang and later growth and expansion made a move to Kuala Lumpur necessary in 1939. Since 1962, with its first factory in Petaling Jaya, Nestle Malaysia now manufactures its product in 7 factories and operates from its head office in Mutiara Damansara. Milo was originally developed by Thomas Mays in Sydney, Australia in 1934. It is marketed and sold in many countries around the world. Milo is a chocolate and malt powder that is mixed with hot or cool water or milk to produce a beverage popular in many parts of the world. The main competitor in Malaysia is Rico and Horlick, which are also the milk drinks in Malaysia. The characteristic of Max Milo so popular in Malaysia is the Milo's promotion strategy. It helps to convince target customers that they are group and service offers to provide a differential advantage over the competitions. A set of unique features of our company and its product that are perceived by the target market as significant and superior to the competitions. Here are some examples of promotion strategy, which is television, social media, and outdoor media. In television, Nestle applied this sauce for Milo product, which is the commercial press is about a boy or a girl that are more energetic in their daily life after they consume Milo. This strategy is to attract the consumer, especially children and parents, to buy this product. However, in social media, Nestle has their own website, which is www.nestle.com, and there are more than 100 countries are registered under this website. It is established so that consumer can easily find any information about their particular product, and also as a medium for consumer to leave any suggestion or comment in order to Nestle improve their product. In outdoor media, Milo sponsor almost all types of sport events, and Nestle also collaborate with Ministry of Sport and Young in order to organize national and international sport events. They normally open a booth in every event they sponsor and give out free Milo drink. Milo also is a nutrient beverage. Malt berries give you energy, and white milk is a source of protein and calcium. Milo contains micronutrients such as carbohydrate, protein, and fats that provide energy, a unique combination of 6 vitamins and 3 minerals that help to release energy from the food that you eat. According to Wong Mei Chin, which is Corporate Nutrition Manager in Nestle Malaysia, she says, pairing your breakfast with Milo helps to contribute towards your daily energy. Milo is considered relatively high in calorie. This means if you are rushing out the door or don't have time to make breakfast, Milo is the best choice to consume. Milo has many products in the Malaysia we can find. Various types of product give multiple options for consumer to choose from, and the production is fulfill the demand of the market. The example such as Milo 3-in-1, Milo less sugar, Milo high fiber, Milo can, Milo UHT, Milo dairy-free almonds. Milo UHT is a ready to drink format of Malaysia, which is best known nutrition. Chocolate milk beverage is Nutris. Milo UHT pack contains all the nutritional benefits of Milo such as antigen E and Protomet in convenient pack. Distribution of the Milo is also a good characteristic to make Milo so popular in Malaysia. We can easily buy the product or find the product of Milo in any shopping center, mini market, vending machine across the office or university, and more. However, Milo also use a van that sells Milo near to the school, and also we can find Milo in online platforms such as official website, Shopee, Lazada. Milo has Halal certificate, which help to open a bigger market for Muslim customer, which is more in Asia.
Alright, so we are going to question number 3. So I am Nurhifah Binti from Academy of Islamic Studies. For answering this question, actually there are 4 characteristics of services. Firstly, it is intangibility. Secondly, inseparability. Thirdly, variability, and fourth is perishability. So these 4 characteristics of services will be explained after this. First of all, the characteristic of the services is intangibility. Services are intangible in nature. It means that services cannot be seen, tested, felt, heard, or smelled before they are bought. For example, for the transportation services like car, airline, and also secondly the delivery services like Lalamove and Foodpanda. As the buyers are interested in service quality, the service provider must add tangible dimension. For example, the place, price, equipment, and communication material must indicate the service quality as claimed by the service provider. And as we know, one of the example is Lalamove. So Lalamove is an Asian logistics company that specializes in intra-city deliveries. The company operates in more than 110 cities across Asia. An expansion which has taken place in 5 short years since the company's founding, thousands of customers with tens of thousands of vehicles including motorcycles, vans, and trucks each month. Besides Lalamove, there is also Foodpanda, and you know that Foodpanda is one of the delivery services, especially for the food. So Foodpanda is an Asian leading on-demand delivery platform dedicated to bringing consumers a wide range of food and groceries and more quickly and conveniently. Powered by technology and operational excellence, Foodpanda is spearheading the growth of a quick commerce Q-commerce across the region with its network of retail partners, as well as Pandamart cloud stores provide more on-demand options beyond the million of food varieties. And Foodpanda operates in more than 400 cities across 11 markets in Asia, such as Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, Malaysia, Pakistan, Taiwan, Philippines, Laos, Cambodia, and also Myanmar. So, for information, Foodpanda is a subsidiary of Delivery Hero, a global leader of the food delivery industry. So, secondly, the characteristic of the services also inseparability. Okay, inseparability means that services are generated and consumed simultaneously and cannot be separated from their providers with this cannot be towards the offer and use of the service must be met simultaneously. For example, marketers need to ensure that the demand and supply of the service are well managed. As the customer remains present as the service is produced, provider-customer interaction is very important in service marketing. The result of services is affected by both the provider and the customer. So, the instance is taxi operator, grab taxi, and the person using it, and also the barber shop. So, it is the characteristic of services.
Hi all, my name is Hui Xin and I'm going to explain about the next characteristic of service, which is variability. This means that the service quality never stays the same because there is human involvement in providing service. It depends on when, where, and how they are provided. Factors that affect the variability can be the mood and emotional state of an employee. Even the quality of a single Hilton employee's service varies according to his or her energy and the state of mind at the time of each customer dealing. For example, the Hilton Hotel has a reputation for providing better service than the others. One employee may be cheerful and efficient within a particular Hilton Hotel, while another may be unpleasant and slower. Another example is returning to the same garage time and time again for a service on your car. You might see different level of customer satisfaction or speediness of work. Variation in service can also be found across time too. For instance, the service quality between lunch and dinner service of a restaurant might differ. Even with the greatly standardized McDonald's experience, there are slight changes in service even though there is no fault of business itself. The service variability is also request-based. The more is the number of variability in the types of requests, the more is variability in service. For instance, if a company handling just one type of request would be more uniform as compared to a contact center that is handling 100 types of requests. The next factor would be the customer driven because same service can be good or bad for two different customers as it is very subjective. The last factor would be the arrival or headcount base. The service quality would be better if a customer comes on a day with lesser people because there is no long queues. The service variability can be managed in several ways. The employees can be selected and trained carefully to provide good service. Employee incentives can be introduced that emphasize service quality. Customer satisfaction can be checked regularly through suggestion and complaint system, customer service, and also comparison shopping. Here are some examples of the ratings from same brand but different outlet, which is the Message Center, the Loudspeaker Karaoke Bar, and also the Starbucks. The service experience is different, the customer is different, hence the ratings are different. Even if it's from the same outlet, the service experience is also different for different customers. Some give high ratings because they think the service experience is great, while some give low ratings because they have different opinion and they did not serve well by the workers there. The next characteristic of service is perishability, which means the service cannot be stored. The service are perishable, which means that service cannot be stored for later sale or use. In case of steady demand, perishability is not a problem. However, the problem would arise when demand is increasing. The examples will be explained in next slide, and there are some adjustments that can be made by the service provider in order to solve this problem. Different prices can be charged at different times on demand side, which will shift some demand from peak periods to off-peak periods. On the supply side, part-time employees can be hired to cater peak demand. The examples shown are air flight, movie ticket, and also e-hailing service. Booking air flight in advance greater than 21 days have potential to save more according to a study by Expedia and the Airlines Reporting Corporation. For the movie ticket will be cheaper during weekdays before 6 p.m, which is off-peak periods, according to a cinema in Johor Bahru. Last but not least, would be the e-hailing service, such as the Grab car. It will beat high price during peak hours. And that's all from me. Thank you.